Well, hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I hope they're doing good too.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I know. So, spiritual gifts.
Spiritual gifts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing that we had that event a few months ago at this point.
I know.
Yeah.
And I have a gift.
You have a gift?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is your gift?
Okay, mine is giver or giving.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And you know what it is? Giving without expecting something in return. That's kind of like a short version.
Yeah.
But I found a really, in our book that we used, this is the book we used, Women
yes.
Gifted for Ministry.
Mm.
And you can order it if you want it, you know. Just let us know in your little, comments if you want to order one. But giving. And one of the things it said in the book, it said, I'm going to read it to you because I want to get it right. To contribute material resources to God's work. The giver has a great desire to liberally, and this is what you think of giving. What do you think of when you think of giving?
Gifts.
Okay.
I think of.
Yeah, like a gift, right?
Yeah, like Christmas, birthdays, that's
Yeah,
kind of stuff
like a gift.
Giving.
Yeah.
Money, whether it's like offering, stuff like that. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm headed.
Oh.
Because it's like you share your time,
Yes.
talent, treasures, but you do it like, and they use this word, self-sacrificing cheerfulness. So it's not like, okay, let me give you $20. Okay, is that enough for you?
Yeah.
Do you want more, or
Yeah.
you're not getting any more? No, you do it with cheerfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it furthers God's kingdom because we're doing. And if we are taking in, we took a test.
Yes.
Yes. And we talked about that. When we talked about our general spiritual gifts, you take a test so that you can understand truly what God has gifted you with. And mine has changed.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of readjusted in my season.
Yeah. I definitely think it depends on where God's growing you to and showing you different things at different points in your life that it can change.
That's what I think too. Yeah. But each one of our gifts gave us a person, and my person was Lydia. In case you don't know Lydia, if you think of a purple material, she was the one. And which is kind of neat because I love material. I like to sew. So it was kind of cool that I got her. I know, it was perfect. And there was a lot to hear from Lydia. And if you look in Acts, is it okay? I'm going to read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's only 2 verses. But in Acts 16, 14, and 15, one who heard us was a woman named Lydia from the city of Tyre, or I may be saying that right, Thyatira, a seller of purple goods.
Thyatira?
Thyatira? Yeah, sounds good. All right, good deal. Thyatira, a seller of purple goods, who was a worshiper of God. The Lord opened her heart to pay attention to what was said by Paul. And after she was baptized, and her household as well, she urged us, saying, if you have judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come to my house and stay. And she prevailed upon us. This is what was so cool. And then I'm going to let you ask me some questions.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to say these one little things because this is what was cool about her. She knew about God and she worshiped him because that's where Paul found her, worshiping God by the river.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so she worshiped God and then she had her heart opened. She accepted Jesus into her heart. And then she was baptized, and then she provided. Used her talents. She opened her home to Paul and them.
Yeah.
But before she did that, she went back and evangelized and told all of her household. I don't know. That just kind of gave me goosebumps. But told her whole household, and they believed.
Yeah.
And so in turn, then she, evangelized. So these are the words. She listened. She was listening to God. She accepted Jesus. She evangelized. She provided for them. She used her talents and also her finances. Not just give money and do nothing else. She used her talents. Yeah. And then she provided a place of worship, and it became the church.
Yeah. That's super awesome. Out of one person's giving, she was able to open her house to so many more people and bring them to Christ. That's
2
awesome.
words. 2 verses, not 2 words. 2 verses.
2 verses. Yes.
2 verses. And I know that as we move on to others that are going to share their gift, We're going to talk about some questions that we're going to ask them. Do you want to ask me a couple?
Yeah, so you've talked about Lydia, and you brought up the verses that she was mentioned in. Mm-hmm. Was there any other Bible verses that were like the ones that really like stuck with you and guided you through through this? Because because I feel like there's a lot of giving in the Bible. It's hard to kind of.
There is a lot of giving, and this is the one. It was 2 Corinthians, and let's see, where was it at? 2 Corinthians 9, 6 and 7, and I've got it underlined. The point is this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. Whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound to you. Well, that kind of goes on, but because it's a good work.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely like the cheerful giver part. Kind of like what we were talking about earlier. You know, you have to do it out of a place of, joy. Jesus is joy, so we have to do it out of all of that.
Yeah.
So you were able to twice give a little presentation on your gift.
Yeah.
What was kind of like the summary of what you told these group of ladies?
Oh yeah.
And like just things that you wanted to take away from it.
Oh, I know. I was trying to think real quick. On the sly, is that on the whatever that is? Yeah. But this is what it was: is that I wanted them to think about, because I think when you think of giving, it's giving your tithe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you go to church and they say be a giver, give to your tithe. It's the whole shebang. Because I use these little kindness cards, there's a whole bunch of them. And I passed them out and I said, okay, so, paying the toll for the car behind you, is that being giving? Yeah, you've used your resources to do that. If you take someone a meal, is that giving?
Yes.
It is giving, because you are giving of your resources and your time, because time is big.
Yeah.
I mean, time is huge. Sometimes you don't have money.
Yeah.
But your time is...
Especially in a world that's so busy nowadays.
So busy. And so I think if we remember that it's even the little things of making a phone call and praying for somebody. Yeah. And I think opening your home to a Bible study, that's giving. And so anyway, that's, I think, because the definition is contributing your resources to God's work. So to me, it's a volume of things.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So was there anything that you found out about your spiritual gift that you didn't know about before? If you didn't, that's okay. Because sometimes we just need to be refreshed.
Think. Maybe I didn't think. I guess really, I didn't think of myself as being a giver.
Oh, yeah.
That was just. I think sometimes gifts, it's just you.
Yeah. Well, and we're the harshest critics of ourselves.
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to be like, hey, I am this and I'm that, and like.
I give all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So you're also like, okay, well.
Yeah. So that was kind of a surprise.
Being humble about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I didn't consider it a giver. What I did, I just thought it was serving God.
Yeah.
So maybe that was it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, for ladies that are watching this and that have that were in those little conferences. Yeah. How can those who have the gift of giving, like, put that to use in the best way for God?
For God. Well, I think we can go back to Lydia. Mm-hmm. She shared the gospel, openly with her small group, her little people. Yeah. And then she opened it up to more people. So I think just being open to not pigeonholing giving as giving money.
Yeah.
It can be, again, time, talents, money, all of that. Yeah. Just be willing to do the things that she did. And you never know. You may give today and it becomes this huge thing tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah. So no gift is too small.
No gift is too small. That's a good summary. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I thought of something else. Okay. Hopefully I don't throw you off too much.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay.
For those ladies that give too much.
Oh.
You know, like sometimes it becomes a sacrificing them too much.
Yep.
There's good sacrifice, and then there's too much.
Mm-hmm.
What can they do to like pull back?
Yeah.
But still be glorifying to God, you know? What's that boundary line?
Well, this is what I called it, pitfalls.
Pitfalls, yes.
Pitfalls to giving. And that was one of the things we did talk about.
Good.
Because number one, if you sacrifice yourself so much, you give so much of yourself, then what do you have left at home? Mm. You know, and we can all be guilty of that, you know. Yeah. We give so much and nothing at home is taken care of. And or we give sometimes, and sometimes giving when you don't have it, you know, if you pull out your last $20 bill and God called you to do that, it's okay.
Yes. But
sometimes we give and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but sometimes we give and we really did not have it in.
We kind of go off on our own track and just like, okay,
did God call you to do that? Yeah. You do it because somebody, and I've done that. Yeah. Yeah. Went out on the limb.
And sometimes it's expectations from other people that you're like, oh, they're obviously a giver, so I'm going to go to them.
And they always have it, and they're willing to do it, and yes.
Which is great. And go to those people. But also realize that they're also human too, and they can only.
So I think those are some of the pitfalls that we can many times cause ourselves. I think one of the, let's see, I was going to try to read this one.
Yeah.
I think there was something that I wrote that made me kind of like a summary of that. Oh, here it is right here. It says, if giving is your gift, is what you are doing your best yes at giving, is what you are doing the best way to use your gift of giving. Mm. Don't you think that's a fair question?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that your best use of your gift?
Is that your best yes?
Is that your best yes? Yeah.
Lisa Turkis did a book on your best yes. But that was kind of just my thought. And probably because I took it from something I heard from her, but is what you're doing your best yes. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So, last question.
Oh, dear, another
question. Last question.
Okay.
The event overall, what was your favorite part about it? What did you enjoy from the event?
Oh, it might make me get emotional.
Oh.
But I loved the fact, because see, I was in this stupid chair, you know, wheeling around because of my knee.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that everyone was so willing to be there and be a part of, the ladies that all gave it was a part of, but also the end when they gave their gift. It's like they, moment, when they, I just had goosebumps all the way down. When they laid their gifts at the altar, to me, and that was,
awesome.
Yeah. There was a representation of that, and I think that was awesome.
I definitely like that moment too. All right. Well, thank you, Elicia, for sharing your gift of giving.
Yes.
So we'll have our next lady up here soon.
Yes, we will, and I'm excited because we're going to have 9, I think.
Yes, I think so.
9 gifts to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super exciting. All right.
So if you are a giver or a giving, if that's your gift, if you haven't, please kind of take some thoughts from what we're sharing. And yeah. All right.
We'll see you all next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.